This is the first time for my wife and I to attend the Carolina Conference Evangelism Impact Conference. We're very glad to be here. It's been wonderful to get to connect with and build new relationships with members of the church, other pastors and ministry leaders from around the conference. We've also been introduced to some great new materials that we can use in our church and ministry. So we've been very grateful to learn about new materials that we're going to be able to use, and we're excited for that. It's just been a blessing to be encouraged by the presentations, inspired by the presentations, and we're just really thrilled to be here and look forward to attending this again in the future.
Evangelism Impact is a challenge to churches and church members to reach their community with the message that Jesus loves us all and is coming back to get us.
This is my first time here at Evangelism Impact, and it's been a blessed experience. I've been learning some powerful things, hearing from some amazing presenters, getting some awesome tools that I can take back to my churches, things that I can share with members, things that I can apply in my own personal life and in my ministry. I've benefited a lot from ideas on community services and how to run a Bible school in the local church, and just ways to energize and empower members to do evangelism. And so I'm really looking forward to what the Lord is going to do through this impact, not only here in the few days I've been here, but also in the upcoming months at my local churches.
We've got a fresh slate in front of us, and I think that this is a wonderful experience to help propel us forward for the great evangelistic outreach that we're going to be doing this year. And those that come here have a clear vision of where we're going and what we're doing, and the classes here to help train and teach, and of course the sermons to inspire. I just think it's a wonderful experience, and I believe that it'll be very helpful for all those that came.
It began 10 years ago. This is the 10th one, and it continues to grow because our people want to know how to evangelize, and they are excited about new methods as well as old methods that work. And so we produce this every year for that purpose, because we realize the reason for our church to exist is to evangelize. So let's put the focus on it. And it has become the largest meeting of Carolina members during the year.
I think that it's so critical for all of us within the Seventh-day Adventist Church to be encouraged, to be mobilized to fulfill the Great Commission. And sometimes that might seem intimidating to do in our local church areas, but coming to a conference like this, where you're surrounded by like-minded brothers and sisters from across the states, you're being educated and empowered with actionable tools from presentations, ministry resources that are provided to you. It makes evangelism so much more doable, so much more practical, and it's inspirational. So now you can leave a conference like this, go back to your local church, and feel more empowered to be able to fulfill the Great Commission.
So AdventSource is the Leadership Resource Center for the North American Division, and we have resources to support, encourage, and train all the ministry leaders in your church, from pastors and elders to women's ministries and youth ministries. We have resources for outreach and resources that can help new church members journey in their discipleship journey.
I've enjoyed the messages from Pastor Halverson. I've also enjoyed the practical training, and if I could pinpoint to one highlight of it, I think it's actually the booths, meeting people at the booths and talking with them about resources and things that I can take back to my churches. That's one very practical way of taking what I've been learning in the presentations and then applying it. So I think the booths and meeting people and networking is one of those key links between those two things.
There is a reason for being at Evangelism Impact. It's a common mission. It is a desire to see God's work done, and that is the purpose for it being here. There is no other reason to have Evangelism Impact.
I think that personal ministries was represented here, evangelism was represented here. Of course, administration was actively involved in every aspect of this. I just think that we could utilize down to the wills and trust, how they can be involved. And I know they've been thinking along those lines. How can we really showcase every department in the conference involved in public evangelism? How are all those departments going to be involved this year?
I think that for anyone who is considering coming to this in the future, if you are at all feeling the burn and the desire to be an evangelist for the Lord, coming here will empower you to do that in new ways. So I encourage anyone to come.
If you are looking for an experience that will spiritually enrich you and something that will inspire you to be active for the Lord in your own personal life and in your church, this is a place for you. So come, be revived, be inspired to go back and continue working for the Lord.